Hey everybody, it's a quite cool Thursday morning. It's nice, no wind. We're about 55 degrees or so. And we're doing our morning exercise, walking down to the farm. We're gonna take a UTV and head out to the field. Although I gotta drive out there and because we gotta finish square baling that field. I don't know if Gramps raked it last night or if he's wanting to do that this morning. It may be too humid to do it this morning, but we'll find out. He's not totally sure if his weather station is accurate anymore. So I have a couple of different handheld weather meters that I can test against it with, that I've used to calibrate all our weather stations with. I imagine it's fine, but you never know. So we're gonna find out, and we're gonna get to baling, and then we'll have to stack afterwards. Hopefully, would be really neat is if we got all that done early enough to where when I go mow their lawn, it's not blazing hot outside yet. I don't know how hot it's supposed to be, but I haven't looked. But these last few days, it's been in the 90s. Oh, and then at some point today, we got to get that sprayer ready because dumb me miscalculated the water I needed the other day for that field, and I ran out early, which really disappoints me because I haven't done that at all this year. I've done really good, and I don't know if it's because I hadn't run it in a month or two. I just was trying to think too fast, I think. So we got to do that and finish that field, and then we'll be good. I think today will be kind of a relaxing day. We'll see. There's really not a whole lot to do. And at some point, this tractor, this John Deere that's in here that doesn't go into forwards. Roscoe, what are you doing? Roscoe. Weird dog. Anyways, this, I got to open this door. There we go. Set some of this stuff down. Let's turn the lights on in here. I kind of cleaned it out yesterday, but it's still a little bit of a mess in here. Don't look at the bench. The bench is a mess. But here's this tractor, so I think it is probably something electrical. I know the other day I said it was likely mechanical, but I made some phone calls, did some checking around, and it kind of sounds like it might be something electrical as to why it's not going forward. It's not anything in the cab, I don't believe. It's something on the transmission, but we may end up having to toss it on a trailer and take it down to the dealer. Or, I suppose, best case scenario is one of the mechanics for that dealership lives pretty close to here, and he might be able to come over and look at it. I don't know. But we'll figure that out. So for now, I gotta grab my stuff again. And I probably don't need these lights turned on if I'm about to leave. Oops, there we go. Alrighty. And we're gonna go get the UTV and get on out of here. I will see you guys out in the field. Alright. Well, I brought the humdinger out. We got a little bit of work to do to this thing. Not much, just a little bit. one of the knotter flags broke. So I have some of these rods. So we got to go ahead and replace the rod up there. We're going to do that. And it's definitely it's way too humid to bale and almost too humid to rake, but we'll be able to do that pretty quick. I can hear Gramps coming from somewhere over there, but we're gonna work on this for a little bit and then go work on some other projects until it's dry enough out to bale. So see you in a few. Well, the plan has changed slightly. There's Grandpa taking the dogs back to the house because they don't ride in this tractor very well. In fact, they can't ride in it at all. Not only is there not enough space, but it's also dirty, so. But I guess he's got other stuff to do, so I'm gonna do this, and there's not too much to rake. It won't take very long to get to the center. We're gonna still have to, even afterwards, we'll still have to wait a while to bale. So I got my gloves on because I was working on the baler. We pause that. And we're gonna start this old tractor. Let's see. There you go. There you go. Alrighty. I'm starting to realize that from my last videos, even though it doesn't sound that loud to me, it seems to be pretty hard for you guys to hear me in some of these more noisy machines. So I have to remember to talk a little louder. Anyways, I can kind of do this with one hand. We'll see. I think everything's set the way it needs to be. I'm gonna get going here. We got fuel. Everything seems to be okay. Let's boogie. Turn the camera around and start going. This is a pretty easy job, but it still requires a little bit of focus to make sure you're driving straight. It's pretty fun. There's definitely not as much to go wrong as there is in the baler, so it's a lot less stressful. Although, even though this tractor is kind of fun to drive, it is a little loud, and sometimes I prefer quieter tractors, but it is what it is. So, well, I will work on this, and when I finish up, I'll get back to you guys. Well, we've finished up raking. Everything folded up, and we are taking this tractor back to the shop, I guess, or over by the hay sheds at least. I don't know what the plan is, but all I know is I'll need a ride from somewhere. So we'll see what happens. Anyways, didn't take too long to get that done. And here after a little bit, I'll come back, finish working on the baler, and then we'll go out and bale everything I just raked. So, good stuff. We're getting done. Well, we made it back and we're parked. Unfortunately, there's no support vehicle to get us, but it's not that big a deal. Walking's good exercise, right? So, guess I'm gonna walk over to the house, and I don't exactly know how long it's gonna take. for this stuff to dry down. Probably not very long, really. It warms up pretty quick. Oh, we got a couple things to work on. At some point I gotta mow the lawn, and furthermore I gotta eat breakfast, so we might work on that. I'll go eat breakfast and afterwards we'll come back. We made it back out to the baler. I'm gonna set this water on the steps here for now. We still gotta fix this knotter flag here that broke yesterday. I got the new one started. I just gotta get it. Let's make sure the flag is facing the right direction for what I want. I don't know why I have such a hard time making these match, but oh well, it is what it is. Although this one's gonna be backwards too, I see. Oh, where does this hook on to? I can't remember. It should be right down here somewhere, right? Why wouldn't I be able to remember this? I mean, I can see, oh, I'm not far enough forward. Gotcha. There we go. That sticks through like that, and then we'll take, where'd they go? Take these pliers, because they're, might not be shaped quite right, but they're heavy duty, and that's what you need for these guys. There we go. Jeez, don't break anything, huh? All right, I don't think that's gonna come out anytime soon, so. Close this guy up. Collect our trash, because we're not litter bugs. Close this. There we go. It's always nice to see it a mess up here. This is, I know this sounds counterintuitive, but seeing large piles of hay on top of your baler, what that actually means is that you haven't had to get up here for a while. It means nothing's gone wrong. If you climb up on a baler and he's been out in the field and the top's all cleaned off, it means there's a lot of problems been happening. So this is a good sign. So we'll climb down and toss this in the humdinger real quick. And just kind of jump across. There we go. All right. I think we're ready to rock and roll. Oh, the dogs get too far sometimes. Oh, let's check to see if this hay is too wet or not. I'm guessing it's probably okay to start. Maybe. That does feel a little wet. The problem is, you can already tell on the sunny side the leaves are already getting crunchy. On the non-sunny side, it's wet still. And that's going to show up in the baler and ultimately make a wet bale. So I think we do need to wait a few minutes at least. Maybe we'll go bale up. I cut the twines up. You can't see it well. Let's see. That was the first bale that I made yesterday. And of course I had cleaned the chamber out. And whenever you do that, the first bale or two are always loose for whatever reason. I don't know, maybe I'm doing something wrong, but I just assume that's with all balers because it's been with our last few who've all done that. So we could go bale that up real quick while we're waiting, I guess. So, all right, I'll get this all started up and get back to you in a minute. Right now, I started baling. I mean, I got this thing going. I cleaned up that loose bale that was over there. I started working on this round, but my moisture is, I mean, right now it says 28, but it dropped down just a little bit. It was a little over 30, and that's not good. The problem I'm having is there's no breeze whatsoever. The sun's out in full glory. So what it's doing is it's drying off the stems, or drying off the leaves, but since there's no breeze, the stems are still sopping wet, and that's not good. So I'm just waiting a few more minutes and we'll get going. That's what I'm waiting on at the moment. Well, so much has happened in the last little while. I finished baling and we finished stacking. I didn't get any videos or anything of that. It went really fast and wasn't a whole lot going on, and I didn't have time to pull my phone out. But anyways, I went through and right at the beginning of baling, the air conditioner quit. So I had to keep going. I didn't have that long to go, but I went for a little while and finished, and then it was really hot in here by the time I was driving back. But I parked it in the shop and we did some work on it. For whatever reason, it was a little bit low. I had replaced a part a few weeks back, and it seems to me that just didn't get tight enough when I put it on, so it was just low enough to not be putting out cold air. I mean, the compressor was running here. I don't know this system quite as well. The newer systems have some extra stuff on them that I haven't quite figured out yet. There's all the alfalfa in there in square bales, and there's the round bales that we did. And that's all off that field. So we're just gonna park this in a shed. And then, like I said, I went through and I have this really nice interior polish cleaner that I use. It's actually super nice. And I went through and kind of did a quick 5-minute detail before I parked this thing. I don't know why I don't do that before I run it, but run it dirty and then park it clean. I guess that's not a bad thing, but it's kind of weird. But anyways, we're parking this in here, and then I called John Deere. We're gonna load this tractor up on a trailer. I don't know if I'm gonna do it today. I might as well do it today, I guess. Get it ready to go at least. Tomorrow morning we're gonna take it into the dealer, and they said they might be able to fit it in tomorrow and at least see what's going on, so that's that. And we're gonna go ahead and shut things down. Oops, I don't know why I did that. That's the pickup. There we go. Alrighty. Well, I think that's gonna about do it for today. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you another time.